watching Rogers TV.
Welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena, deep in the heart of the Six Nations of the Grand River. This is game number 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse final between the Peterborough Lakers and the Six Nations Chiefs, and it looks like they're getting right ready for the draw here to start things off. My name is Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart, and Daryl, quite simply, it's a 3-1 series lead for Peterborough. It's do or die time for the Six Nations Chiefs. They got to get it done tonight, or else they're done for the year.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head there, Mark. It's do or die. All those cliches, all the playoff cliches, all the sports cliches are out there. The Peterborough Lakers have the stranglehold, 3-1, like you said. Six Nations Chiefs, they rolled a bit of an egg the other night in Peterborough, and the Peterborough Lakers have dominated the last couple of games. And I think the Six Nations Chiefs, if you're a Six Nations Chiefs fan, you better hope that they bring something tonight to this one, because it's been all Peterborough. It's been all Peterborough the last couple of games, as you said. Of course, the 12-5 victory the other night in Peterborough, and of course 11-7 Peterborough. As we get going, Mark, this one's going to be a dandy, and I think the Six Nations Chiefs are going to bring it. Of course, like you said, all those cliches are out the window. It's just play, and it's you win, you survive another day for the Six Nations Chiefs. You win if you're the Peterborough Lakers.
And there's the start to the goal there for the Six Nations Chiefs, and that is going to be Randy Stotts getting things started early on. Just 23 seconds into this game, and Six Nations are on top, 1-0.
Randy Stotts with the shot on that one. And if you're a Six Nations Chiefs fan, this is the kind of start you're looking for. And again, we were talking about that game in Peterborough where the Peterborough Lakers pretty much had their way with the Chiefs for 2 periods. And the Six Nations Chiefs did get a little bit of momentum in that 3rd period despite all the rough stuff, as Lyle Thompson with the ball right now.
Scoring faster than it took for you to go through your top 5 list of cliches.
Cliches and rambling on. I'm just going to be quiet and let these guys play.
At the top, there's a shot blocked in front and captured here by the Lakers goaltender.
Doug Buchan gets the call again for the Peterborough Lakers. And you know what? Doug Buchan has been outstanding. He's been lights out. And this guy has really cemented himself as the number 1 guy right now. And of course, Matt Vince on the bench, one of the greatest of all time in this generation.
There's a shot that's going to go
when you have a guy like that, and then you have Doug Buchan who's stepped up.
And another goal here on the floor. The Lakers respond. It's a 1-1 tie.
I'm just going to be quiet, Mark. I'm just going to be quiet.
That was Thomas Hogarth scoring there. Thomas Hogarth getting his 23rd goal of the postseason.
Thomas Hogarth again setting up shop there he is. That's a beauty play by Hogarth. Just a beauty play. It just, you know what, that's it. That's just heads up on his part. It's one of those things, you get a ball like that, you can collect it and reset, but Hogarth saw the opportunity and made her count. And we've got ourselves a 1-1 game here.
Cody Jamieson picks it up, the captain. The Major Series Lacrosse regular season MVP. Austin Stotts on the floor as well, and here is Randy Stotts. Reversal pass, there's a shot by Stotts, didn't miss by much, and a rebound right in And Doug Buchan will make the save. Doug Buchan, you're talking about it, Daryl, just how strong he has been. An .841 save percentage, that leads the postseason amongst goaltenders in Major Series Lacrosse. He's got the 5 victories, a .914 goals against average. There's Dougie Jamieson, no slouch himself on the other side, tending the goal here for Six Nations, and he makes the save there, proving I'm right, just like that. Just over 2 minutes played here in the first. Jordan Durston takes a step up, takes a step back. Here's Austin Stotts. Stotts making a couple of moves there. Stotts at the top, look to go low, but he passes, and there's a shot that goes wide. Durston captures the rebound. There's a shot, he scores! Vaughn Harris, right at the top of the key, and it's 2-1 Six Nations.
We've talked a lot about Vaughn Harris throughout the season, and in this playoff, he's done a little bit of everything, and there's another example of that. The guy's been able to score from inside, outside, and there's that shot. Here comes the shot that he's been known for all season long. And that's pretty much his office from way out there. That's a nice shot that beats Buchan, and we got ourselves a 2-1 game here, Mark.
For Harris, his 13th goal of the playoffs. A big one here in Game 5. Fennell gets the ball, and Six Nations have the lead, and they're looking to add to it. Thompson inside. Jamieson will capture it here in the corner. Looking to go up top. Goes up top to Thompson. Passed over to Stotts. There's a shot stopped. And the rebound will be picked up here by the Lakers.
This is the fast kind of start that the Six Nations Chiefs wanted, like we were saying, with all the cliches, just about you win it or you lose or you're going home. And for the one thing that they didn't do the last game was get off to that start, and they really need to get that doubt in the Lakers' eyes.
Good save down low by Jamieson, and it'll be picked up here by Billy D. Billy D. Smith passes that one up. Smith looking for a Mann Cup championship. There's a reason why he came over to the Chiefs and suited up to play on the floor. Thompson inside. This is Austin Stotts with the ball. Passed it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Reversal pass, and saved by Buchan, and a rebound just misses. Reset on the shot clock here.
Chiefs are going to slow it down here.
Stotts to Stotts. Randy to Austin. Austin passes over for Thompson. Thompson looking to get around the pick, and Randy Stotts will pick it up here in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. He's getting major pressure there. Thompson, 2 to go. There's a shot, and that one, no. They're going to say it was deflected.
That's a Chiefs ball. That one off the ankle of Pace.
Okay, so yeah, Chiefs ball right there. Austin Stotts, fresh shot clock. Stotts going around, shooting right at the legs. Buchan makes the save. The ball is still loose, and a big knockdown right in front of the goal. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty call, perhaps, or is
just
it
change of possession?
Just a change of possession. The physicality has not let up in this series. Jamieson shoots, stopped by Buchan, and he gets pushed right into goaltender Buchan, and Buchan is down. And now we got some rough stuff here. Cody Jamieson getting into the middle of it there. And
that all started when Cody Jamieson was going right to the net there. Gets the shot on, and his momentum carried into Buchan. You don't want to see that. And here we go. Here's the replay, and all the momentum here is Gilray gave Jamieson a little bit of a nudge and nudged it. Of course, we have the old domino effect there as Jamieson goes into Buchan, and Buchan, hopefully he's not hurt here. We don't want to see that.
Yeah, no love lost between what we saw in the 2 minutes left in Game 4. A lot of rough stuff in that one. I believe Jamieson was in the middle of that. Gilray was in that area, I do believe. Of course, Austin Stotts and Eric Schuell ended up going toe-to-toe in the fisticuffs, if you will.
That was just pure frustration on the fact that the Six Nations Chiefs, you're playing in a game like that, in that last game where, for the better sense of the word, Lakers were handing it to them.
I mean, it was 10-1 after the second
period. It was one of those things where
not just their best effort.
Just the frustration was boiling over, and you knew something was going to happen, especially with physicality.
So there will be an extra penalty to the Chiefs. So the Lakers do get the power play here. Recetarius up top. Recetarius takes it back, takes a shot down low, and that one's going to go wide. It'll be picked up here by Mark Matthews. The 30-goal scorer in the NLL for Saskatchewan. Matthews at the top. There's a shot. It goes right through. Hits a couple of bodies and just trickles in on goal. And Liam Leclerc will pick it up here, shorthanded. Leclerc will kill off some time. Leaves it there for Austin Stotts. Stotts getting in. Couldn't get through a couple of defenders there.
Oh,
Trying
boy.
to bounce one off of the goaltender.
There's a little housey going on that one.
Austin Stotts with the trickery once again, just didn't pay off for him that time. A minute gone in the penalty. Recetarius, top for Matthews. Evans in there as well. Reversed up top, Recetarius for Catoni. Catoni, back, shot! That one doesn't reach the goal. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers here. 34 seconds left in the man advantage. Recetarius up top to Catoni. Catoni gets it back. Catoni with a shot. Big save by Jamieson. And it'll be picked up here by the Chiefs.
That was a big save by Dougie Jamieson on that one as he held on to the ball and just kind of tracked it down.
Leclerc will leave it there. Eric Fennell.
And of course, the margin of error right now, if you're a Six Nations Chiefs fan or just on the roster here, the margin of error is very, very small.
You can just feel it here. It's a
pretty fun crowd.
Quite the series, that's for sure. A big crowd here at the ILA tonight. Fennell with a shot. Good shoulder save by Buchan as the shot clock expires. And now the Lakers come back the other way, back to 5 aside. It is 2-1 Chiefs here in the first. Ball now on the far side, taken here by Turner Evans. Evans with some speed, left it there. 8 on the shot clock, and a man gets knocked down, and a change of possession here. The Chiefs will get the ball.
That's all defense on that end. One thing you'll notice about the Chiefs, they'll be pressing a little bit further up. The last couple of games, the Peterborough Lakers offense have really taken it to them.
Big steal there. Running up the floor, it looks like that's Paul Dawson. Or rather, no, that's number 29. There's a shot, he scores. Ian Lord. Oh my Lord, what a move.
Ian Lord knows how to put the ball in the net, and he showed that one, Mark. That was the triple and the quadruple pump, but as we'll see on the replay here, he just used that off man perfectly as it was a 2-on-1, fake the pass, and he took it all himself, and that's a nice shot by Ian Lord.
He's been in all 8 games for the Lakers. That is his first of the postseason.
He's one of those guys that if he gets going, watch out.
We have a 2-2 tie here at the ILA, and a bit of a delay here. I think it'll be Thornbert and Fennell. Thornbert will pick it up. Thornbert takes a shot very quick off the draw.
Very much like in game 1 there, Thornbert picked up the draw and scored right off the hop.
Fennell leaves it back for Thompson. Randy Stotts in the corner. Stotts inside. Can't get it to Jamieson in front. Fennell, though, with it. Fennell inside, outside, scores! Eric Fennell gives the Chiefs the lead again.
That's a goal Eric Fennell has been waiting for a long, long time. One of those guys that during the regular season, he was scoring pretty much at will. And in the playoffs, he's been a bit stymied, but this is a nice play. Just imposes his will here. He uses his arm, kind of creates a space for himself and goes over the shoulder to Buchan. But he's one of those guys that he's been squeezing the stick a little bit too much throughout the playoffs, Mark. And he was talking to assistant coach Tim Bomberry, and Tim Bomberry gave him the words of encouragement. This was probably about 6 o'clock before a lot of the people came into the building, and it was like, you're going to have, Tim said to him, you're going to have that game, you're going to score 5 tonight, he said. So he's off to a good start here. And again, with a guy like Eric Fennell, can do damage at both ends of the floor. Once he gets that confidence on that offensive side, watch out.
Fennell, his 5th goal of the postseason. The Lakers looking to respond. It's a 3-2 game for the home side again. Sean Evans. Passed up top. Inside, right into the crest of Dougie Jamieson. He makes the save. Austin Stotts. Stotts with a shot. He scores! Austin Stotts goes over the shoulder, and it's 4-2.
Mark, like a bull in a china shop, Austin Stotts just goes head first right through the goal mouth area and fires that one by Doug Buck. And again, it's one of those things, the unpredictability of Austin Stotts. We talk a lot about his creativity, and a part of that creativity comes unpredictability. And Austin Stotts showed that. Sometimes he scores in so many different ways, and this one he just kind of put the head down instead of. And he almost earns that respect through or keeps the defenders honest on that one, because the defender goes up on him, he's going to bowl him over and trying to create the space, and this time the defender tried to give him that space, and he made them pay for it.
Dalton Silver finding some room, gets in, gets out, and that one's going to be stopped. And it bounces to the near side. Ball is still loose, and it's going to be grabbed here by Cody Jamieson. A fresh shot clock here. He's going to leave it and grab it. He'll pass it up. A fresh LeClaire gets it into the corner. Stotts to Fennell. This is Jamieson, the captain. Goes up top. Had some guys on him. LeClaire up for Fennell. Fennell with a shot. That one goes wide.
You can tell that goal, he's feeling it right now.
And some good hustle there by Thompson. Keeps the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Thompson down low, and that one goes wide. Fresh shot clock, and it's going to be grabbed here by Lord. Lord for pace.
Man, I love watching Lyle Thompson play. He's got such a flair.
Resitarius. His pitching catch with Matisse. Setarius up top. Matthews trying to find Evan in front of the crease area, but Kellen LeClaire will get it here. Leaves it for Brendan Bomberry. The Chiefs looking to add to their lead here. Up top, Stotts shoots, and that one is going to be stopped and held. Buchan doesn't know where it is. It looks like it's in his equipment right in the leg area.
And Sweeting and Cody Jamieson getting into it. We'll see a lot of that tonight, that's for sure.
With so much on the line, there's going to be a lot of emotion in this one here in Game 5, and a big save by Jamieson.
One thing I'm seeing from the Six Nations is a little bit more desperation. Last couple of games, they've been almost flat, Mark. And tonight, they're a little bit more desperation in there. And of course, in playoff lacrosse, you really need that desperation to get yourself over the edge, because, like we all say, these teams are pretty much even right down. So it's a matter of who wants it more.
Shot by Thompson. That one's going to go wide. Grabbed up here by Sam LeClaire. Big players make big plays in big game situations, and that is what they're looking for here tonight. A big game here in Game 5. Fennell up top, 15 on the shot clock, and it'll be grabbed here by Durston. LeClaire in for Randy Stotts. Stotts with a shot, doesn't get through, and the bouncing ball goes into the corner and grabbed up here by Eric Schewel, and a Slashing call.
Stotts is going to get the call on that one. Is him and Dawson just jousting at each other along the benches.
And some
well, here comes, I think the officials are giving Dawson one as well, I thought there.
No, the crowd reacted as if there was going to be another call.
It almost looked like it. But to no avail here as Randy Stotts goes to the sin bin, as they call it. But that all started just along the boards, just the regular jousting. And again, we talked about it a lot in the early going of this series. And the Six Nations Chiefs ran into that penalty trouble, and they've got to really adapt to the officiating, to who's on tonight. You got to know who's on and what you can get away with, especially with that extra shot. And that one, Randy took the extra shot and got the 2 minute.
Good save by Jamieson. First power play shot for the Chiefs, at least on this power play. Austin Stotts. And a reversal shot. That one went off iron.
Off the crossbar. That was awesome.
Austin Stotts making something out of nothing there. He does know how to put the ball into the goal shorthanded. Led the league, was tied for the league lead with 2 shorties in the regular season. Up top, bouncing ball is going to be grabbed up here. This is Mark Matthews. And the whistles are going to go, and it's going to be a change in possession. The Chiefs will get the ball here. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Stotts. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the first period. 4-2 Chiefs. The Chiefs looking to force a Game 6 in Peterborough on Sunday nights. Cody Jamieson has 3 men on him. There's a shot by Stotts. It's in the crease area. Held in front of him.
That was a great two-man ball play by Cody Jamieson and Austin Stotts. They were really trying to set that up.
Evans, Teresitarius. Matisse up top. Good power play formation here for the Lakers. There's a shot, and Doug Jamieson makes a save on Evans. And Evans just about intercepts that one. Him and Liam LeClaire going at it. And Harris pick it up here. That desperation you talked about, Daryl, that showed it more and more there, is just who wants it more?
Who wants the ball? Who wants that loose ball? Who wants that rebound? Who wants to take the last shot?
Thompson with a shot down low, he scores! A one-hopper through the crease, and it's 5-2.
Again, Lyle Thompson doing Lyle Thompson things in his return to the Six Nations Chiefs. Of course, Lyle Thompson played in the Premier Lacrosse League all summer long and was on the IR. Of course, there's a little bit of a loophole in the rule there, where players were, because of the rule in the PLL, they were trying to figure out ways to get some players in. And of course, Lyle was on the injured reserve, as was Matt Vince, Joe Rizzateritz, etc. As we have a goaltending change here, as Doug Buckins being chased at 5:50 in favor of Matt Vince.
So Vince comes into the game, but he's been in this series before.
Big week for him. He just got he re-signed with the the Buffalo Bandits. Sorry about that.
Buffalo Brantford. I'm sure they're the same.
It's been a long day, let me tell you, with the Buffalo Bandits. So he's inked up for another term with that NL team. But just talking about Lyle Thompson, he brings so much to the table with his creativity. He's either distributing the ball, creating plays, making things happen, and in that instance scoring goals.
Lyle Thompson unassisted there. 5-2, Matisse had to pass that one into the corner. Evans takes possession of it. Him and Bomberry giving him the business. There's a shot. That one's going to go off the leg and into the screen, out of play. 7 on the shot clock here. And the Lakers will get the ball back.
We talk a lot about the versatility.
Or rather, it is a fresh shot clock here for the Lakers.
Versatility in these Chiefs players. Brendan Bomberry showing that off. He's on the defensive side tonight. And of course, we all know about his offensive flair.
Silver steps up. He'll just swing back and leave it there for Cody Jamieson.
Of course, just on the topic of Brendan Bonberry, he's playing offensive, but he can play two ways. He's got that transitional play that he's fantastic with, and now he's on offense here.
Cody Jamieson looking for some room. He's got a bunch of Lakers in front of him, and a penalty coming up here perhaps against the Lakers indeed. Jamieson on the bench. Call on the floor. Jamieson to Bonberry, shoots that one high. Grab there, shot, another save by Vince. And it's going to be knocked ahead. Still with it are the Chiefs. A fresh shot clock. Still a delayed call on the floor against the Lakers.
And Fennell with the loose ball, and we talked about Fennell. He's feeling it. You can see it tonight.
Shot wide, and Cody Jamieson picks it right back up. 6 attackers here for the Chiefs. Jamieson up top. Bonberry for Jamieson. And that was going to go off of a stick. Grabbed up here, and as he falls to the floor, a good pass. Jamieson inside.
Oh, are you kidding me?
What a goal!
Are you kidding me?
What a goal there! Right in front. That is Eric Fennell once again. The finesse to make it 6-2.
Eric Fennell, we were talking about, he's feeling it tonight, and that's just another example of that. But what a possession by the Six Nations Chiefs. They just hold the ball. They wait for their shot, and they're getting the loose balls. They're wanting the ball more here. And right there, Eric Fennell putting on a show here with his second of the night so far. Matt Vince didn't like that one bit. I think he's arguing if the Peterborough Lakers and his teammates touch the ball there to get the just to stop the play, because of course we had a extra attacker on in favor of the delayed penalty call.
So goal number 6 on the postseason is second of the game. Under 4 to go here in the first. It's 6-2 Chiefs. Not laying an egg here in the first, that's for sure. Here's Evans. 16 on the shot clock. Passes it up. There's a shot. That one's going to go wide. Picked up here by Evans. Stepped inside. Grabbed up here by Katoni. It's in between his legs. He'll get it, but a delayed call coming here against the Chiefs.
Billy D's getting the call on that one.
Some tomfoolery in the Chiefs zone.
He looks at Hiltz, the official, and just says, "Are you kidding me on that one?" And probably the softest hit Billy D's laid on to someone, but nonetheless.
And he's still having a couple of words. Looks like it was directed at Matthews and the official.
You know what I love? I like a lot of things about Mark Matthews, but I love the fact that he's got different gloves. He's got so many different gloves.
Those are flashy. I like those.
Oh, I like the white. I like the black and green ones, but these ones are pretty sweet.
Got the lime green.
I like the Incredible Hulk ones. He's got the Hulk fit. Almost look like Hulk fists. There's the one pair.
And very timely with, of course, She-Hulk just debuting on Disney Plus last week. Satarius has the ball here for the Lakers.
And I'm pretty sure Mark Matthews has a ton of goals on each pair of those gloves.
There's a shot, and there's one right there for Mark Matthews. Speak of the devil. Mark Matthews goes 5-hole on Jamieson to make it 6-3.
Mark Matthews' ears were burning on that one, is talking about him and his mitts. But there he is. He's showing those silky mitts. And again, he's just such a simple player. And you don't know whether he's passing or shooting that one. That was all shot on that one. It was as if he had that sight right on, and he just beat Dougie Jamieson with some plain heat on that one. That was a beaut from Mark Matthews.
The Lakers, they don't want to play another one until the Mann Cup final, and that one's going to be stopped in front. And the Lakers will move up with the ball. One hopper to Gilray. Gilray inside the zone, leaves it here for Evans. John Evans, number 88, gets it up top for Turner Evans. 12 on the shot clock, and that one's going to go wide. Picked up here by Evans once again. Evans with a shot right in, and a stop by Jamieson, and Evans and LeClaire A quick push and shove matchup there as they both retire to the bench.
Dougie Jamieson looks dialed in tonight.
Stotts trying to make himself some room. He'll pass it up top here for Randy Stotts. He takes a shot, stopped by Vince. And the ball grabbed here by Austin Stotts. A fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs.
Chiefs are really taking advantage of the...
There's a shot by Thompson. That one goes in.
Sorry about that, Mark. That's Randy Stotts with that one. But I was just going to say, sorry about interrupting you there, Mark. The Six Nations Chiefs are really taking advantage of the rebounds of the Peterborough Lakers. And again, that's a perfect example of it. Shot off the shoulder. Vince goes into the corner, picked up by the Chiefs. And now the Chiefs pick up the ball, get a reset. And there's the shot by Lyle Thompson. Lyle Thompson doing Lyle Thompson things.
Once again.
The guy just knows how to score in so many different ways. And he's got that elusive shot. And you don't know where it's coming from because of the windup.
You think about
Randy Stotts.
You think about the amount of weapons this Chiefs team has. It's an embarrassment of riches, if you will, to have Lyle Thompson in your lineup when you also got the likes of Cody Jamieson, Austin Stotts, Vaughn Harris, Eric Fennell, Brendan Bomberry, Sam Leclerc. And I'm just going through the top scorers in the postseason, folks. They got a lot of heat.
Well, and it goes both ways. And the crazy part is the Six Nation Chiefs were one of the lowest scoring teams in the league this season.
Stick chopped right out of the hands of Gilray, but the Lakers are able to move up with it. Odd man rush. Turned around by Matthews in the corner. Holding on to it. Matthews in behind the goal, getting pressured there and just gets knocked down by Leclerc, who picks it up here. The muscle from Kellen Leclerc to knock down Matthews.
Kellen Leclerc just out-muscled his opponent on that one.
Durston up top. Austin Stotts. Stotts finds some room, shoots it wide. Picked up here by Durston. 10 on the shot clock, 30 in the period. There's a shot stopped by Vince. Picked up by Stotts and gets thrown into the boards. No shot clock left here in the first period.
Another loose ball by the Chiefs.
15 left in the first. What can the Chiefs do to finish things off here in the first? Jamieson on the bench, 6 attackers, 6 seconds left. Jamieson for Stotts, shot blocked. Has a couple of hacks at Dawson, and Dawson looked like he was winding for a home run on Austin Stotts' arm, but he thinks better of it.
Doing his best Austin Stotts impersonation is Dawson chirps Austin Stotts, and Austin Stotts just turns his back and walks back to the bench here.
And you can see Cody Jamieson having some words with the officials as we go to the first intermission. Game 5, it is Chiefs 7, Lakers 3. The Chiefs looking to force a Game 6 in Peterborough on Sunday. We'll be back after this. You're watching Major Series Lacrosse, the final, here on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
A properly fitting life jacket or personal flotation device will keep the wearer afloat. Adult flotation devices are fitted by chest size. When fastened properly and lifted, the PFD should not be able to be pulled up past the wearer's nose and ears. With inflatable PFDs, it is a one-size-fits-most. When worn, it is best to leave the straps a little loose, so there's some room if the jacket needs to be inflated.
I don't care what the law is. I will never be a slave. That word, I hate it. It rests on my tongue like rot.
Peter? How does it feel to get paid for your work?
There are rumors freedom's coming for us all.
Freedom, you know that's all I want.
Chloe, careful. Real men would rather sell you across the river to America than let you go free.
Then I'll run.
I've run before. Maybe this time for good.
No! Just get her into a boat. No!
Chloe? Chloe, no!
Word of Chloe Cooley's resistance led to Canada's first legislation limiting slavery. After 200 years, slavery was abolished in Canada in 1834.
On Sunday, September 11th, watch the Hearts for Hospice Telethon. It's your chance to support Lazard and Innisfree Hospice, all while enjoying live entertainment and a silent auction. Sunday, September 11th, starting at 6 p.m.
Six Nations Lacrosse here on Rogers TV. Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. The Six Nations Chiefs doing what they needed to do in that first period as they lead by a score of 7-3. And Daryl, what a period that was. It really shows what playoff lacrosse is all about. The physicality, the goals, and Six Nations, of course, responding in a big way after their loss in Peterborough the other night in Game 4. 7 goals on the board, and they got it started early.
And I think the word that you use best is response. That's something the Six Nations Chiefs had a tough time doing, but tonight, like you said, the response right away, and of course Randy Stotts starting it off right with that one. With the howitzer, he beats Doug Buchan, who got the start, and of course got the yank midway through in favor of Matt Vince. But the Six Nations Chiefs really had taken it to them offensively, and they're really pressing hard. There's a beaut by Hogarth there. What a great presence of mind. And again, that's one of 2 backhand type goalmouth goals that we'll see tonight. And of course, there's Von Harris with his from way outside to make it 2-1 for the Six Nations Chiefs. And this one from Ian Lord. Ian Lord, that's his first goal of the season. And he's one guy that the Peterborough Lakers would like to see get going. And that was a beautiful individual effort. He just kind of double pumped, and there's the man of the period right now as far as I'm concerned, Eric Fennell with his first, and then of course Austin Stotts follows that up. But we could talk a lot about Eric Fennell. He's one of those guys that needs to feel it, and there's Lyle Thompson. He scores, he gets on the board. We talked a lot about him and his return to the Six Nations Chiefs. And of course, the guy with all the mitts, the silky mitts, Mark Matthews with a blast. He just brings straight heat. And here it is. That's what I thought. That's what we called. We called Lyle Thompson, and the PA announcer says it was Randy Stotts, but certainly not Randy Stotts scoring that one. That's Lyle Thompson with his second of the period. Of course, as we see here, shots on net in this first period, 27-16 for the Six Nations Chiefs. And like you said, we said at the top of the intermission here, it's all about a response. The Six Nations Chiefs needed a response. They needed something to bring themselves back, and I think what they need to do is create that doubt in the minds of the Peterborough Lakers. It's one thing to come back in a series, and I know a lot of these Six Nations Chiefs know what it takes to come back in a series. And of course, we could always talk about, I think it was 4 years ago when these same 2 teams played in the MSL final. Peterborough Lakers had the 3-0 lead heading into Game 4 here at the ILA, and that the folklore of Cody Jamieson coming back from that injury with a torn ACL, I believe it was. It was pretty crazy where he came back. Six Nations Chiefs rolled back with 4 straight wins to win that unprecedented MSL title, and of course the Mann Cup. But that's what the Six Nations Chiefs have to do tonight, is just create that doubt in the minds of the Peterborough Lakers. And of course, a lot of those Peterborough Lakers were on the floor when that happened. So it's one of those things. It's a chess match. We talk about chess matches all the time, whether it's defense or offense. But this one's a mental chess match right now, where the Six Nations Chiefs, to get back in, they have to play that game, and they have to give that doubt to the Peterborough Lakers. And of course, as pros, the Peterborough Lakers have to ignore that and just play the game. They know that they have one game to win, and of course it's the hardest one to win, but they know they have that one win, and we're going to have quite the barn burner tonight.
Games 1, 2, and 3 were very much chess matches in their own right. Last time we were here at the ILA, it didn't seem like the two teams were able to string 3 or 4 goals consecutively. It just seemed like everything was going back and forth. Of course, in Game 4, it was 10-1 Peterborough after the second period. Ultimately, a final score of 12-5. The Lakers actually losing that period 3 in Game 4, and I do believe, maybe that's something that really catapulted the Chiefs into this game here to get things started early on and got themselves that 7-3 lead. And you can see there what the scoring summary was in that Game 4 situation. Of course, Joe Resitarius, who's been awesome.
He's been Joe Resitarius has been amazing in this playoff, and of course, as advertised, he's supposed to be. He's one of those guys that the Peterborough Lakers brought in for that offense. But again, like you were saying about a little bit of momentum. Hey, when you're playing in a blowout game, you got to take home something from the game, and of course, the Six Nations Chiefs were trying to just cast that little bit of doubt again, and I think it wasn't a comeback and it wasn't a victory, but I think winning that third period was a big deal to the psyche of the Six Nations Chiefs. And of course, we had this mental chess match of a 7-game series, and of course, I'm predicting a 7-game series still. I said it from the start, and I'm saying it again, I think.
The chess match, that is Game 5, will continue after this. It's 7-3 Chiefs over the Lakers. We'll be right back with the MSL final here on Rogers TV.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to out-of-market regular season games with all games available in HD. Don't miss the action from the games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
Get a little messy while having a whole lot of fun. Mindful Makers explores the world around you and inspires you to think outside the box. Join Agnes and her friends as they share crafty projects and talk to local artists. Mindful Makers, Mondays at 6 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Launching a canoe from a dock is a simple procedure. The paddle partner should climb aboard by placing one hand on the dock for balance and the other on the outside gunnel of the canoe. Then, you swing the stern of the canoe close to the dock, and the stern paddler climbs aboard using the same procedure. Once settled, push away from the dock and paddle away.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tyler Fines, host of Off the Puck Hockey on Rogers Channel 20. We interview some of the biggest names in hockey and sports. Check us out, Rogers Channel 20, Off the Puck Hockey. Let's go.
On Diverse and Converse, we want to help you connect, commit, and change.
We'll connect you with leaders from the Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities.
We'll show you practical anti-racism steps.
And together, we can change the world.
Inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in the heart of the Six Nations of the Grand River. This is Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. The Six Nations Chiefs looking to force a Game 6. They've been doing well so far. They lead this game 7-3 over the Lakers as we get set for the second period of play. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart. Thank you for joining us here on this broadcast on Rogers TV. And hello to our friends watching on your TV and anywhere you're watching around the world. Of course, we are streaming online as well. As we get underway, don't miss a second of Major Series Lacrosse action as Daryl said, predicting a 7-game series as there's a shot that's going to go wide. So if Daryl is correct, we still got a lot of lacrosse to play before we even reach the Mann Cup.
Oh, I think so. It's interesting to see. It's nice, this great crowd, and of course, we got some people. Oh, there's a shot by Katoni who scores.
Yeah,
boy, oh boy, using the screen, using Solver as a screen with a Butte. That's a great start for the Peterborough Lakers.
Make it 7-4.
And Mark, you said it in the first period. It's all about responses, and Six Nations, of course, responding to the game 4 loss tonight. But there you go. There's Katoni with the response from a period that probably not the Peterborough Lakers' best period of lacrosse, especially in this series. I was just going to say, we've got some people from out west here just underneath us. We've got our friends from out west. Chris Welch, the GM of the Victoria Shamrocks in the WLA, is sitting down below. He's having a chat with Ted Higgins, one of the executive members of the Peterborough Lakers, and of course he's with one of the people from the Junior Shamrocks who were here at the Minto Cup and had a phenomenal season. Hats off to the Junior Shamrocks, and again, Victoria Shamrocks, one of the perennial powers in the WLA.
And diving shot there.
Not in the final this year.
Yes, no, it is Langley and Nanaimo playing for the right to play the winner of this series in the Mann Cup. Langley leading that series 3-1, Game 5 tomorrow night in Langley.
Nanaimo with a huge win.
Yeah, 12-6. Relatively close series overall in the games 2 and 3. Of course, Game 1 going Langley's way, 12-4. Then it was 10-8 Langley in Game 2. Game 3 decided in overtime. There's a shot, and that one is going to go wide, as I believe that was Thompson again, as he had that opportunity.
Thompson and Stotts in there like water bugs in the middle of the goal mouth area, getting loose balls and trying to get shots on Matt Vince.
The whistle goes, and
again, hats off to all the participants at the Minto Cup. Give them a shout out. The OJLL putting on a great show, and of course our friends at JVI, Gary Morrison, Matt Carrick, and the group doing all the streaming there. So when you want to watch Minto Cup action, look up on the OJLL YouTube page. They've been fantastic, and it's been really entertaining lacrosse.
Turner Evans turning around, finds Katoni, only for a moment. The shot clock does expire. Katoni gives Solver a shot, as he will go to the bench, and small yard sale inside the Chiefs zone as the stick is brought to the Lakers bench. The Chiefs have possession here. Fennell up top, shot, scores!
There he is again with the hat.
Get out the hats, folks. Fennell has 3 tonight.
Tim Bomberry said he's going to score 5 tonight. It's almost there, but like we said, Eric Fennell was feeling it today. He was one of the first guys out on the floor at about just before 6 o'clock tonight. There he is with the skip. Beats Matt Vince. I don't think anybody could stop Eric Fennell tonight. And of course, he's been one of many players who's been playing hurt, but of course in playoff lacrosse, you're playing with those hurt bodies. And that's the beauty of sport, especially down the road to a championship. Nobody's 100%, and Eric Fennell is one of those guys that is putting on a clinic tonight.
You tough it out until you lift the trophy, and then you find out the battle wounds after the fact. There's a shot down low, saved by Jamison. And the Lakers get possession here. It's 8-4 for the Chiefs, and the whistle goes.
A lot of whistles here.
Plenty of whistles.
Where's the flag? Where's the flag? Flags everywhere. Official talking to John Tavares about something.
Something's being talked about here.
We're still getting whistles everywhere. As we've got the little bit of a break, we got to thank RogersTV again. You guys have been phenomenal all season long from a league standpoint, as has our friends at Your TV Peterborough, Your TV Northumberland. They've really enhanced things with Major Series Lacrosse this season. We couldn't be happier to have both our cable partners on board, and of course with the streaming with RogersTV is John Tavares and Dewey Jacobs Dewey Jacobs not happy about something here.
So there is a man in the box. For some reason, Cody Jamieson is in the Peterborough box.
Tyson Bell going in the box here. But of course, besides our great broadcast partners at Your TV and Rogers TV, the games in Peterborough, we've been able to stream those games. I had a hiccup in the first game, but we're all good to go. And our last game there, it was all streamed on the Major Series Lacrosse YouTube page. So when if we get back to Peterborough,
well, I mean, you say it's going to happen, so it's got to happen, right?
So for Game 6, if necessary, that'll be on the YouTube page, Major Series Lacrosse YouTube page, as is all archived games in this series.
And they're trying to discuss who this ball went off of before it went out of play.
It's a real meeting of the minds here.
The shot was taken. It deflected off of something before it went into the screen. Lakers have a power play here. Looking to move the ball around. They'll get the ball with a man up. Holden Katoni. Up top. Matthews. Stutter step over. Matthews gets it again. Matthews flip shot. Stopped by Jamieson. And a rebound will be picked up here by the Chiefs. All the way down for Joey Cupido. He's got one ring in 2022. He wants to get a second. Lyle Thompson looks to get around two defenders, can't do it. Forced into the corner, 13 on the shot clock. Thompson has an arm, escapes, gets shoved, but gets it over to Stotts. 5 on the shot clock. Stotts around.
Oh,
looks like he was trying to pass that one off the back.
Gracious. He did the same thing to Buchan.
Austin Stotts trying to initiate Vince into this game. Now that shot, it did not even go off the mask. It went off the stick. The two defenders in behind the goal saw exactly what was happening there. They said, oh no, we're not doing that. And that shot's going to go off of the body and wide.
You got to protect your goalie in that respect.
Back for Katoni. In behind the goal. 35 left in the penalty. Up top for Matthews. Takes a shot. Stopped. And grabbed up. And now Cupido gets it here. Cupido. Content stutter step around. Cupido shot. And that one goes down low. And Vince makes the save.
A little bit of multitasking. Joey Cupido gets the ball in transition. Gives the...
There's a shot. Scores.
Sean Evans.
Going the other way.
Sean Evans. He was like doing the moonwalk. Goes back, does the moonwalk, and he shoots that one and beats Doug Jamieson on that one. That's a heck of a goal, but that's a scorer's goal right there. And Sean Evans, we've known for years, prolific goal scorer. There it is. Takes a step, shot, plants. Just a beautiful textbook shot and beats, and just again, puts some heat on it and beats Doug Jamieson on that one. We've got ourselves an 8-5 game here.
It ain't over by a long shot.
Give it a little shout out here. We got people all over the world. We were talking about the streaming. Thanks to the streaming, our friends all over the world, all in North America and the States, able to watch this one. Steve Pepper, he's a big Chiefs fan, usually comes to every game here at the ILA, but because of the some protocols at the border, unable to go.
Silver scores. Big play there by Dalton Silver, going over the shoulder of Matt Vince.
From one American friend to another, Steve Pepper getting the shout out. Texas's own Dalton Silver, number 11. This is just beautiful. He knew exactly what he was doing on the boards. He knew he was going up top over the shoulder. He was just trying to find his way there, and he slithered through like a snake. And Dalton Silver making his presence known. We've talked about him since being picked up by the Six Nations Chiefs. He's brought a lot of everything to this lineup.
9-5, your score here in Game 5. That one's scrummed, knocked over to the near side, bouncing ball. And the Lakers will ultimately get possession. Hope Up top, reversal pass, shot! What a save, but what a save by Dougie Jamieson. And now Cupido in alone. Joey Cupido, shot stopped by Vince.
Two great saves down at each end.
The goaltender shining here. Matt Vince and Doug Jamieson. Up top, shot, scores! Eric Fennell's got 4!
He's got 4. Eric Fennell, he's one more, and Tim Bomberry sprinkled a little magic on Eric Fennell.
Eric Fennell, how do you do? 10-5, the Chiefs lead, and what a goal that was. And look at the celebration. Fennell says, this series ain't over yet.
And Eric Fennell, he's one of those guys, like we were saying before, he just needed that confidence. He had been squeezing the stick, and boy, oh boy, once that first goal went in, he was feeling it, even when he was missing the net.
Ball goes up, Pace able to get possession. Fresh legs on for both sides.
Leo Sturris liked that one, of course, usually in the lineup for the Six Nations Chiefs over the years, not in the lineup this season.
Almost sent through to Silver, but it's going to be picked up here by the Lakers. Good hit there by Logan on Hogarth.
Leo Sturris just walked by. He's had the summer off. Of course, New York Riptide, watching his former mates, or his hoping to play next season. I'm thinking he looks like he was chomping at the bit to play some lacrosse, as Dougie Jamieson had to adjust the lid there.
Katoni will start with possession. They'll just pass it over. Turning around is Sean Evans. Up top for Katoni. Shot right in on Jamieson. He makes the save on Tate Katoni. And Brendan Bomberry picks it up here on the near side. Bomberry for Thompson. Thompson trying to stutter step, gets it up top. There's a shot, stop, rebound. Durston picks it up and behind the goal, finds Thompson. 10 on the shot clock. Stotts, Randy Stotts, shot, stopped, rebound. Still in there, but it's in the crease area, and this will be picked up by the Lakers.
That was a great look by Randy Stotts. Made something out of nothing on that one.
What will the Lakers do here on this possession? There's a shot that goes wide, and the rebound's going to be sent up high. Running over it is Cupido. Oh boy. His man down, and it's going to be Chiefs ball, and there's your play that you're going to remember here in Game 5. Matt Vince.
Vino laying the boom on Joey C.
A collision course.
Joey Cupido had his head up.
Boom.
Joey Cupido had his head up that whole time. He knew it was happening. He bunkered down.
And there's going to be a save made, and now up on a low. Tutton. Oh, the whistle goes as we got some discussions in the Lakers zone. Tutton, unfortunately for him, unable to get the opportunity to take a shot on Jamieson, as you have the shenanigans happening on the other side.
And Randy Stotts saying, "What are you doing, Vino?" But what a hit by Matt Vince. That was fantastic. And again, a part of the goaltenders union here. You got to be heads up when you're playing, Mark. You got to be aware of your situation. And Matt Vince, he was in that no man's land. He was like, "What do you want? You want the breakaway with Joey Cupido, roll the dice there, or do you want to take him out before he gets possession of that ball?" And Vino, rolling the dice with playing the. And that was a great play by Matt Vince, in all honesty.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got all that padding, so when you got a collision between an SUV and a car right there, the SUV is probably going to come up on top 9 times out of 10 right there.
And it was funny, Mark, as we were waiting for the replay, a bunch of kids were behind us. A couple of the Halifax Junior Thunderbirds, of course, with the Junior NLL tournament going on at the track in Oakville. A couple of the Junior Thunderbirds were like, "Let's see that replay again." But again, the Junior NLL tournament going on this weekend. at the track. So if you're around, it's a great initiative by the National Lacrosse League in getting the youth involved, and that's just a great event. I've been a part of that in years past, and it's a great event. So if you have some time, head over to Oakville and watch some youth lacrosse. It's amazing to see.
Bomberry with a shot. Good shoulder save by Vince. Reversal, back, another reversal. Shot in tight by Randy Stotts. Is going to be saved down low. Randy Stotts gets knocked down. The ball is underneath a couple of players down there. A demolition derby in the corner in the Lakers zone. Who's going to come up with the ball?
Round and round they go, as they say.
Nobody stopping there, and that's going to be picked up, and looks like an extra knockdown is going to force a penalty against the Lakers, and you can hear the crowd going there.
And this is one thing that the Six Nations Chiefs hadn't done in the last couple of games. It's all about moving your feet and getting going and getting that ball and getting the possession. And the Peterborough Lakers were really forcing the issue. In this game, you know what, the Six Nations Chiefs are really forcing the issue back at the Peterborough Lakers. And when you're forcing the issue on something, it's always going to result in penalty. Not always, but it's going to result in penalty, a positive play, and in this case, a power play for the Six Nations Chiefs.
Thompson in for Stotts. Stotts scores! Randy Stotts makes it 11-5.
Randy Stotts and Lyle Thompson have been working that one for the last couple of minutes. That's just a beaut goal.
And just good ball movement there by the Chiefs. Of course, on the 5-on-3 there. And Randy Stotts pumped about that one. Still a minute 51 left in the second penalty. The Chiefs still have the power play to work with here.
And in that conversation with Tim Bomberry, well before anybody was here and before the chicken wraps were being made in the cafe here at the ILA.
There's your chicken wrap.
There's the chicken wrap reference. Tim Bomberry was saying this is going to be a different Six Nations Chiefs team tonight, and it certainly has been.
Shot down low is going to go wide and picked up here. Sent up. Ty Logan is going to wait for a wholesale change for the Chiefs.
And you know what? The chicken wrap reference was coming because I'm hungry. It's been a long day, and I was going to get one today. Ended up talking to way too many people before and didn't get one, so I'm a little bit hangry, so I might be loopy, folks. Sorry.
Thompson up top for Fennell. Thompson back in. Randy Stotts over. Looking for some room. A stutter step, and the whistle goes before Austin Stotts can take the shot. The Lakers will get possession here shorthanded. Just under 11 minutes to go in the second period. The Chiefs lead by 6.
And one thing I've really noticed about the Chiefs on the defensive end, they're not letting Peterborough set up. Last couple of games when the Peterborough Lakers have had their way with Six Nations, they've been able to set up shop as Sean Evans and Brendan Bomberry, it looks like.
So from what I gathered there, it looked like Evans was disagreeing with the official. It looked like it was going to be Chiefs ball. I think it still is going to be. Just arguing here, it happened just before this, and there's Bomberry getting a shot to the face with the elbow. But the ball, the way it bounced, it ricocheted off the top of the glass. Yep. So Evans is contending that that stayed in play and that the Lakers should still have possession of the ball. It landed on top of the glass and bounced right back onto the floor. Evans got possession back, but the official called it, and in the midst of all of that, Evans ends up giving Bomberry a shot, and he will sit for that one.
Well, and we were talking about frustration and whatnot. The Six Nations Chiefs have been a frustrated group the last couple of games, and it boiled over, obviously, the other night in Peterborough. That's just a perfect example. Sean Evans a little bit frustrated with the call. Got the shot from Brendan Bomberry, and then the additional shot, Sean Evans delivered it, and he's the one in there with him.
Stutter step, Thompson.
And of course, they took both of them off to even it out here.
So up top for Jamieson, good save, and a rebound is going to be taken possession here by Eric Fennell. Good play there by Cody Jamieson to just knock it into the open corner. There's a shot that's going to go wide. Fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs. 10 seconds already gone on it. The Chiefs bench making a couple of calls. 10 on the shot clock. Randy Stotts on the near side, still with it. Being very patient, but he takes the shot, stopped by Vince, and a rebound's going to be sent all the way back the other way. Good job there.
Great two-way play by Joey Capito there.
Joey Capito sets the situation, and a whistle's going to go, and there's going to be a penalty here against the Lakers, a slashing call.
Another frustration call behind the play, but let's talk about Joey Capito here, Mark. One thing I really love about what he brings to a team, doesn't matter what team it is, he brings that two-way play. He's the first one down the floor in transition. He's the first one back on the defensive end. I really love his hustle. The guy just loves to play lacrosse, and it's pretty evident. He's one of those soft-spoken guys. When you see him, I had a conversation with him not too long ago, and he just loves the game. He's just happy to be playing the game. He loves playing in Six Nations, and he's really enjoyed himself, and he's fit in very nicely here with the Chiefs.
Randy Stotts has the ball here. Durston up top. So this is Stotts. Stotts in. There's a shot. Vince with the save. Thompson pushes his man toward the boards, but Chad Tutton able to get possession and move up here for the visitors. Tutton. One hopper down to the near side. Lakers looking to get set up here. 5 aside on the floor with just under 9 minutes to go in the second. Shot by Matthews, and good save by Jamison once again. And now an opportunity here. Capito, stretch pass. Capito makes a move. Capito still with it. Good pass, shot, and that one's going to go wide. Capito showing all the patience, finds his man, but unable to capitalize on the situation there was Randy Stotts. And now a goal on the other side as the Lakers move to within 5.
Man, end-to-end action, and that was just a fantastic goal. And that's Thomas Hogarth again, I believe, with his second of the game.
And you'll see it here.
He just ripped it.
A great
Sorry, that
shot.
was Reziteritz.
It was Reziteritz.
Yeah, sorry about that. I tell you, it's the chicken wrap. I needed that chicken wrap. The eyesight's going. But Joe Reziteritz, he just blew that one by, and
he's having himself quite the postseason. 16 goals.
He is, but that's like the third or fourth goal that's just blown by Dougie Jamison. Nothing Dougie can do about those. Those are scorers' goals. And again, we talk about the embarrassment of riches down in the Six Nations end when it comes to offense. Same thing goes for Peterborough. They're just loaded, and Joey Reziteritz leading the way right now for them.
It's all about the response. How will the Chiefs respond? There's a shot down low. Vince has the stick down low and protects the 5-hole rather. A one hopper as the Lakers make a line change. And the near side. Good move. Up top, trying to find Reziteritz, but he's unable to get a stick on it. And now coming back the other way is Bell. Bell, good pass, almost off as he tried to find Austin Stotts going toward the goal. But good hustle there by Bell, and he'll go off. Leaves it there for Austin Stotts. 17 on the shot clock. Stotts up top, trying to find some room, finds Randy Stotts. Randy still with it. Up top, Austin, shot. That one hits a body, doesn't reach the net. The ball is going to bounce all the way back. Grabbed up here by Ogilvie. Ogilvie in, shot, stopped by Jamison.
Heck of a save. And I know it's a little play. Sorry, Mark. It's a little play, but Jordan Durston was coming down. He knows he's not the fastest guy on the floor, and he was the last man back. And one thing that he did to help out Dougie Jamison, he kind of cut off that lane so Ogilvie couldn't cut up the middle, and Ogilvie only had one angle to shoot on Dougie Jamison there. And that was a great save by Dougie Jamison, but a nice help from Jordan Durston.
A little play makes a big difference. 6:30 to go in the second. The Lakers and down by 5 here in game 5. Stuttering around is Evans. Evans takes a shot. Up top for Catoni. Catoni, shot, there's a goal! As he faked the shot, passed it to Matisse, going to the far side on the doorstep. Matisse with the one-timer to make it 11-7.
That's just a beautiful ball movement by the Six Nations, or by the Peterborough Lakers. And like you said, the quick stick. And that's the one thing that the Lakers have really taken advantage of throughout the playoffs. There is the quick stick opportunity. They've moved the ball very well throughout the playoffs, east-west especially. That one a little bit south by southwest or north by northeast. I'm not really sure. The compass is not out, but
whichever the way the wind blows, it blew right into the nets.
But again, it was just that spreading out the floor and get that quick stick opportunity, and that was a nice goal by the Peterborough Lakers there.
The Chiefs will get possession. Joey Capito, one hopper down to the far side for Austin Stotts. Stotts finds Thompson. Thompson playing a big role in this game, takes a shot into the equipment of Matt Vince. He's looking for it, and it'll be scooped up here. The Lakers get possession right back. Joe Rezateras inside, stopped by Jamieson with the foot, down low. Brendan Momberry will move up the floor. Momberry on the near side. Momberry back to LeClaire. Sam LeClaire passes it to Vaughn Harris. Harris over, 13 on the shot clock. There's a shot stopped by Vince. Stotts gets it back though.
Again,
fresh shot clock. Ball. Sam LeClaire on the near side, number 92 on your screen. Fennell got it to Stotts. Austin Stotts up top, shot by Jamieson. Stopped by Vince and ricocheted. And now an opportunity here for the Lakers, and big play there. Oh my goodness, Liam LeClaire, big defensive play, or else that man would have been in all alone. I believe that was Gilray on that opportunity. The ball is now underneath.
Gilray,
yeah.
You know what? Liam LeClaire had the old laser beam eyes right on Gilray's body. He had no intention of getting that ball because he knew he couldn't get it. He was just going to try and lay the body on there. That was a great defensive play by Liam LeClaire.
That's that hustle. That is what you want to see in a do-or-die situation. You can't give up anything in these situations now.
Gilray shaking things off there.
So a penalty actually going to be called against
Cody Jamieson.
Yeah, Cody Jamieson in the box there. So a power play here for the Lakers. Down by 4. Matthews, there's a shot. That one's going to go wide.
The illegal cross-check Cody Jamieson got. That was behind the play there, I believe. Might have been even on that pick.
And behind the goal, up top for Matthews. Matthews shot, doesn't reach the net. And they're just going to hold on to this one. Or rather, it's up on the other side. Capito shot. Oh, boy. Joey Capito short-handed.
Joey Capito's fired up, and so is Jordan Durston. That's a beauty goal.
Joey Capito goes top cheese to make it 12-7.
Well, look at this bounce pass by Joey Capito to Jordan Durston, and Jordan Durston gets it quickly. That just looked like a practice, just playing just a flow drill in practice. That was a beautiful transition. That was perfect transition, Mark, by the Six Nations Chiefs on that one by Joey Capito, who finishes up thanks to Jordan Durston.
A replay, of course, brought to you by Hyperspeed. So it was a little bit quick. They didn't do that in real life, but it seemed like it. Very quick, very professional players. A 12-7 game, and it'll be scooped up here. Harris gets around one. Harris makes a move, takes a shot. He's knocked down in the crease, and it will be Lakers ball.
That was a great draw by Vaughn Harris.
Under 4 to go here in the second period. A minute to go in the penalty. The Lakers. Catoni flipped over, shot, arm saved by Doug Jamieson. And a big pass over. Ricochet though. Stotts scoops it up. Stotts still with it. Where's the ball gonna come out? Austin Stotts playing some footy as he kicks that one toward the other side, and there's gonna be a penalty call.
Jerry Stotts, he didn't lob that from end to end. He threw that pretty darn hard.
That was a Hail Mary.
That was a Hail Mary, but he didn't launch it. That was a rocket launcher. That just wasn't lofted over as Austin Stotts had to grab that, get the loose ball, of course. And we have more demolition derby action as a result. We get a Peterborough penalty here. Here's the replay here. Yeah. Austin Stotts falling over awkwardly after trying to get that rocket launcher. The pass from Jerry Stotts is here we go with the demolition derby.
So 4-on-4 for the next 37 seconds. Stotts, shot, just over the shoulder. Thompson holding on to it, finds some room. Looked like he was going to take the shot. Over for Fennell. Fennell, remember, he's got 4 and takes a shot.
Changes hands on that one. Switched his hand. He went from lefty to righty on that one. That was a sweep. You could tell Fennell's feeling it.
Fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs. Randy Stotts getting a couple of hats. Gets it up to Thompson on the near side.
Cody Jamieson out of the bench here, or out of the box.
And he has the ball now. Jamieson to Thompson, takes a shot off a body and up high. 6 on the shot clock, and it is the Lakers that will take possession. They're shorthanded for a minute and change here. Gilray looks, shoots, stopped by Jamieson, and he'll protect it. And it'll be grabbed up here.
Nice protection by Tyson Bell there.
Joey Cupido will leave it there for Thompson. Cupido going to the bench. Thompson finds his man. This is Austin Stotts at the top of the key. Thompson holding on to it. Finds his man, plays pitch and catch. Randy Stotts on the near side. Bounce pass over. Stotts trying to find Jamieson down low, and that's going to do it for the shot clock.
Good defense by the Peterborough Lakers.
Just keeping the Chiefs around the perimeter, unable to get a clean shot away. And the Lakers have possession here, looking to kill off the rest of this penalty.
Wasn't anything fancy, but it was effective on that play.
Sometimes it's the simplest of plays.
Oh, absolutely. Sports
and
is
a penalty coming here. And a shot there. Penalty coming here to the Chiefs, and a couple of cross checks.
LeClair's going to go to the box.
Getting a lot of lumber, and another knockdown. Evans. Sam LeClair in there, I do believe. Or rather, that is Kellen LeClair. He knocks his man down, and here we go. Isn't playoffs fun?
That's for sure.
Tensions boiling over here in Game 5. Kellen LeClair in the box.
Kellen LeClair, he knew he got the one penalty. He might as well just take a couple more hacks because he knows he's going to the bin. Looks like he's got a double here maybe.
Now we'll have to wait and see what we have on the clock, and you'll see here the original hit.
There it is.
He got up right near the mask area.
Yeah,
and then as you said, there's one.
So he's got the one
two,
already.
3.
Aaron just playing intimidating defense here.
And just shot after shot, Evans goes down.
And there's the second one right there, I think. That was enough.
Yeah. Yep, that's going to do it for sure. So 6 minutes on the clock. 6 minutes, so a triple minor.
And 2 minutes for slash, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike, and 2 minutes for rough.
So again, there are 3 minor penalties. So if a goal is scored, it'll go down to 4 minutes. Inside, stop,
save.
big save by Jamieson, and a knockdown in front.
Turner Evans with the quick stick and the great save by Dougie Jamieson. But this is a turning point. This could be a turning point for the Peterborough Lakers here. You have the 6-minute power play late in a period. All the Peterborough Lakers need to do, while they'll have the power play for 3 goals possibly.
So
here.
Jerry Stotts is in the box after that. So a 5-on-3 situation here for the Lakers.
This is a key kill for the Six Nations Chiefs right now and a key moment offensively for the Peterborough Lakers.
Inside, shot wide. Katoni almost picked that one up. He's got it here now. So a 5-on-3. The Lakers with a big-time opportunity. There's a big kick save by Jamieson.
What a save.
Picked up by Matisse. Got it for Matthews. Matthews, reversal inside. Katoni, shot. That one's going to go wide and into the rafters. 20 seconds left in the period. The Chiefs looking, oh, what a steal. Hogarth in, shot, and that one is not going to go in as Hogarth is knocked right into Dougie Jamieson.
Great play by Hogarth as Hogarth made sure to say sorry about that.
Picked up here, the Lakers. El Fuego late here in the second. There's a shot stopped by Jamieson.
And there's the replay. There as Hogarth barrels into Dougie Jamieson, obviously not on purpose. The sportsmanship on Hogarth part there.
That will do it for the second period of play. It is 12-7 Chiefs here in Game 5, but a big opportunity for the Lakers to try and catch up. They will have a 2-man advantage for 1 minute and 11 seconds to start the third period. And after that, they still got a whole lot of time left on the triple minor that the Chiefs still have to kill off. The Chiefs looking to survive here in Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. We will go to break. When we come back, we will take you through the second period of play, and we'll touch a little bit on the Western Lacrosse Association Series as the road to the Mann Cup continues. We'll be back. You're watching Rogers TV.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
My name is Matthew Rutledge. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, born in Red Lake. Was adopted from there to Toronto at the age of 4. A lot of our brothers and sisters, family members got separated from each other. That was the government's goal, to break that connection from brothers and sisters. Basically taking the Indian out of the child. Right now, they're still trying to find themselves. Originally, my birth name is Harvey Halverson. In my high school days, teens, I was trying to fit into society. I knew I was First Nations, but I didn't know who I was inside. I think later in life, I started that journey. I am proud, Anishinaabe man, who I am now. I love life, who I am.
Life can be stressful. I know that. We're here to help you. Simple, easy recipes, amazing guests. At Home with Chef D, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. on Rogers TV.
To the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena here in the heart of the Six Nations of the Grand River. 12-7 Six Nations over Peterborough here in Game 5. Do or die here for the Six Nations Chiefs as they look to force a Game 6 in Peterborough in just about 48 hours' time. Mark Terry alongside Daryl Smart, and it's it's a playoff game. It's a playoff game to say the very least. Everything but the kitchen sink being thrown at each other there, especially in that second period. Things continuing to pick up. It's a demolition derby essentially here in the Major Series Lacrosse final, but the Chiefs again still holding on to that lead, 12-7 through 2 periods of play, but they got a big kill to come up to start the third.
Mark, I hate to be Captain Obvious on this one, but the next 4 to 5 minutes in this third period are going to be huge for both teams. Again, I hate to be Captain Obvious on this one, but again, the Peterborough Lakers are needing that little surge of momentum here, and they've got this 4-minute and 37-second power play on the triple minor. And of course, this is going to be a big kill for the Six Nations Chiefs. Again, it's a 12-7 game right now. It's anybody's game. This is no laugher, that's for sure, especially with two teams with these offenses. Anything can happen. And of course, with this power play, it can switch just at the switch of the dime. So we'll see. It's been a wild one here tonight at the ILA, and about 2,000 people here at the ILA, which is awesome to see, are being treated to that, and you on TV or on your device treated some amazing lacrosse as we look at the end-to-end action. I don't even know who scored here because I wasn't writing down, and our internet's so slow because of the so many people. Katoni with that first goal, and there's Fennell, who's been feeling it all along. He's got 4 tonight. That was his hattie, I believe. And there's a shot, that one from Sean Evans, as he just stood planted on this one. Here's Dalton Silver imposing his will from the boards. He knew exactly what he was doing, tucked that one over past Vince. Dalton Silver doing what Dalton Silver has done all season long for the Chiefs. And there it is again. Just beat Ogilvy and then beats Matt Vince for the goal over the shoulder. And that was a nice one. And here we go. Six Nations Chiefs moving the ball over. Lyle Thompson to Randy Stotts. Randy Stotts tucking over top of the corner here. And that was a nice goal again. Beautiful ball movement. That one on the power play, I believe. Again, there's a beautiful shot and a goal. I believe that was Joey Reziteritz again doing what Joey Reziteritz does. He just shoots and scores. And that was a beautiful one. He just beat Dougie Jameson there. That's a goal scorer's goal. I love watching stuff like that. Being a goalie, you don't like to see it, but boy, you got to admire some of these shooters. And there it is. There's a beautiful play by Joey Capito in transition from Jordan Durston. That was a beautiful bounce pass. We could switch it back. That was a beautiful bounce pass from Joey Capito to Durston before Durston got the ball back. As we see here the second period summary, and there we go. I had to use my fingers and toes on the shots on net because my math sucks. But 28-17 for the Chiefs for a total of 55-33. And like you said, Mark, Six Nations Chiefs bringing everything and the kitchen sink to the Peterborough Lakers. And like we said at the top, that's what they got to do. One loss and they're done. The season's over for them. So they're bringing it, and they have brought it tonight, that's for sure. And of course, we got 20 miles to go. And I'm pretty sure that the Peterborough Lakers are going to have a response to that.
20 miles to go as the Six Nation Chiefs look to go about 500 miles back the other way. My math has never been the correct way. The correct.
That's why we're in the
That's why we're in the broadcast booth. I'm not too sure the exact distance between here and Peterborough, but that's the distance the Six Nations Chiefs want to travel on Sunday. If it is Game 6 that comes to fruition after tonight, that'll be a 7 o'clock start in Peterborough on Sunday. You can watch it here on RogersTV as well as on your TV, or you can head down
and Major Series Lacrosse YouTube page,
or you can be in the building. There's nothing like seeing lacrosse live.
Well, it's going to be a hot ticket at the PMC. When I was talking to Ted Higgins before, he was pretty pleased to see 3,000 people at the PMC, and it was rocking the other night, and it will be rocking again Sunday if there's a Game 6 there.
Just very quickly, of course, Western Lacrosse Association Game 5 for that series going tomorrow night. That's 7 o'clock Pacific as Langley, the Thunder, look to wrap up Nanaimo course, the winner of the Western Lacrosse Association will move over here to Ontario to play in the Mann Cup final against either the Six Nations Chiefs or the Peterborough Lakers. Still a lot to be determined. With that road to the Mann Cup, that Mann Cup still far off into the distance for both of these teams. For now, though, we will go to a break. When we come back, the third period of play, the Chiefs lead it 12-7 here in Game 5. You're watching Major Series Lacrosse, Game 5 of the final here on RogersTV.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
On Sunday, September 11th, watch the Hearts for Hospice Telethon. It's your chance to support Lizard and Innisfree Hospice, all while enjoying live entertainment and a silent auction. Sunday, September 11th, starting at 6 p.m.
Weekly in-depth coverage of the most local stories in Stratford, Perth, Brantford, Brant, Guelph, Wellington, and the Waterloo region. Hyperlocal stories that matter to you and your community. All this and more on your Region This Week. All local, all year round. New episodes every Friday at 7 p.m. right here on RogersTV.
Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m., it's the RTV Quiz. Giovanni Petiti hosts a weekly trivia competition that lets you play from the comfort of your couch. Play along at home and challenge your friends. And don't forget to follow along on social media. Let us know who's top of trivia, and you can find yourself featured on a future episode.
Are you kidding me, folks?
The RTV Quiz, Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. on RogersTV or at rogerstv.com/RTV Quiz.
The law states a boater must carry up-to-date charts in the largest scale available for the body of water on which they are boating. Nautical marine charts are available for all charted waterways across Canada. Mobile navigation apps can also be a good navigation aid. If you are using an app or electronic charts, it's a good idea to carry paper charts as well. They are a good backup in case of a power failure.
To Major Series Lacrosse here on RogersTV. Third period of play upcoming here in Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse final. The Chiefs looking to stay alive and force a Game 6. They're up 12-7 on Peterborough. Mark Perry alongside Daryl Smart here with you here on RogersTV. So glad you can join us here on this Friday night. A lot of physicality to start the third period. Much like what we've seen Daryl Smart throughout this contest, it is playoff lacrosse by all definitions of the word, as the Chiefs do have some penalty kill time to kill off. Just over 4 minutes of penalty kill time. They're down 5-on-3 here.
Again, I hate to be Captain Obvious, but this is a huge 4 minutes for both teams here.
What will the Lakers do? Shot right in on goal, stopped by Jamison. This will be picked up. Fresh shot clock, 27 seconds left in the 5-on-3 before it goes to 5-on-4 for roughly about 3.5 minutes.
It's nice to see some Chiefs alumni in here. I see Craig Point in the corner there, former Chief. He was here for those Mann Cup runs.
Moving up is Thompson. Takes a step back. He's got 4 men on him. There's a shot right in on goal, stopped by Matt Vince.
But that's the element a guy like Lyle Thompson brings to a team. He draws defenders, he drives guys in. It's a lot like Austin Stotts who attracts the defenders, you know what I mean? And Lyle Thompson, everybody knows about his scoring prowess, so they're going to be, as soon as Lyle Thompson is on the floor, they know where he is at every moment.
Shot stopped by Jamison once again. Bounce pass intercepted. Bressitarians over inside. Finds his man. And just good patience shown here by Thomas Hogarth, and he'll just pass it back to Katoni.
Veteran move by Thomas Hogarth, and a beautiful pickup there by Resenteritz.
Just settle things down. They still got a man up. There's a shot right toward the goal. That's going to be blocked in front, and Bell's going to pick it up here. Bounced right in front, grabbed up here by Logan. Logan turning around, he's got a man on him, and he'll go to the bench as he passes it back to Cody Jamieson. Into the corner here.
Lyle Thompson gets a shot.
Thompson just moves in and shoots that one wide. Just muscles his way toward the goal. Cody Jamieson now with it.
Like you said, Mark, playoff time.
Jamieson taking a couple of steps around. He's forced into the corner, and that is going to do it for the shot clock. Good defense there by the Lakers to hold the Chiefs away from the goal.
Sorry for interrupting you. I get excited.
It's playoff lacrosse. There's a lot of things happening. Top of the key. Good pass in. Over. Shot by Katoni, and that one's going to be stopped. Liam LeClaire up for Bell. Bell's going to take this one. 1:42 left in the penalty. Austin Stotts draws the defender. Takes a couple of shots before he passes it up to the far side. Here's Sam LeClaire. Sam LeClaire taking a couple of stutter steps, 2 in the shot clock, and he takes a shot from a sharp angle. Matt Vince able to make the relatively easy save there. Evans, 18 on the shot clock. Resetarians. Matisse to Resetarians, back to Matisse. Up top for Katoni. Shot, that one's gonna go wide, and ricochets back the other way. 5 on the shot clock. Resetarians over, 3-2, shot, that one stopped by Jamieson on the short side. Fresh shot clock here for the Lakers as they regain possession. Katoni, Resetarians, holds, passes it over, Evans, stopped by
save.
Jamieson.
That's a great save by Dougie Jamieson on there. He sealed off the 5-hole there as Resenteritz. And they're dialed in.
Penalty call here.
Got 25 seconds remaining in the penalty kill here. Looks like the Lakers are going to go to the power play now.
Doug Jamieson on the bench. We're at 5 aside on the floor right now. Shot by Jamieson. That one's going to go wide. Rebound in, down low, and as the shot clock expires, Vince makes the save, and there's going to be a man in the box, and that is Sean Evans. That will sit for 2 or less with 4 seconds left in the penalty to the Chiefs player.
That is a huge, huge kill. And again, I don't want to be Captain Obvious here. We said the first 4 to 5 minutes of this third period is going to be huge for both teams, and it was going to go either way. You get that, you cast that shadow of a doubt if you're a Peterborough Laker, if you score a goal or two on the power play here. And you know what, the Six Nations Chiefs did a great job killing that, and much in part to Dougie Jamieson, who made probably 3 or 4 huge saves down at the other end here, as Dougie Jamieson's sitting at the edge of the bench here in favor of an extra attacker. We're going to go 5-on-4 here.
Austin Stotts.
And now we're
Thompson.
back.
Thompson over for Fennell, back to Thompson. Randy Stotts inside here for Austin Stotts. Has a couple of defenders on him. Still inside. Great grab by Jamieson. Loose ball. Who's going to get to it? Scooped up by Thompson. Takes a shot. Stopped by Vince. And he will scoop it up with the shot clock expiring. Intercepted by Fennell, though. Fennell will slow things down here for the Chiefs, and he gets it to Jamieson.
Fennell, he's got 4 tonight with 14 minutes to go, and of course we were talking about Tim Bomberry, conversation I had with him before everybody got here tonight, and he predicted that Fennell would get 5 tonight, so he's almost there.
Cody Jamieson to Fennell. Fennell with a shot, stopped by Vince. Right into the crease, right into the crest rather. The ball is moved up. The Lakers holding on to it. Thomas Hogarth got it up top. This is Tate Katoni. Katoni twisting and turning, getting around defender after defender. Katoni has a man sprinting on him, and great play there by Ty Logan, forcing his man off of the ball. Just big hustle by the Chiefs player, Logan. Randy Stotts now with it. Or rather, Bomberry. Thompson, now Randy Stotts has it. Bomberry up top, inside, Austin Stotts. Corner of the key, up top, flipped over, back, inside, stopped. And a rebound is going to be controlled here by the Chiefs. Fresh shot clock here as they get the applause from the 2,000 plus here at the ILA. Back to 5 aside. Even strength here in the third period. Brendan Bomberry with a man draped over him. Still with it. Up top, inside, shot by Stotts, and that's going to go into the equipment of Matt Vince.
That's a great save by Matt Vince. You know, he sealed the post there. That was a fantastic save.
Earning his keep, that is for sure.
Mark Matthews with the incredible Hulk gloves on now. Like we were talking about the change of gloves.
And now a shot in close, and that was going to go off of a Chiefs player and out of play into the netting in behind Doug Jamieson, and the Lakers get a fresh shot clock to work with here. And there's the man with the Hulk gloves, Mark Matthews.
Oh, I like those.
Those are beautiful. And Hogarth almost finishing off a beautiful play there. Goes off of the top of the goal. I believe that bounced off the crossbar and in behind.
I think our buddy Pete Dalladay down in Peterborough with Your TV is saying Mark Matthews has 4 or 5 pair.
Get me a pair of those.
I know, they're pretty sweet.
Can't miss him. There's a shot stopped by Dougie Jamieson on the doorstep. Joe Recitarius with that opportunity. Kellen LeClaire leaves it back here for Cody Jamieson. Jamieson twisting, goes up top, passes it up to the far side. Up inside, shot doesn't reach the net. And it'll be scooped up. No, it's not. Now it's scooped up. Harris inside, and Thompson takes a couple of hacks. But a fresh shot clock, and Sam LeClaire had his stick knocked out, and now he's trying to go right after Gilray.
Gets a tap on the butt from Tyson Bell. What a great effort by LeClaire.
The yard sale continuing here at the ILA. 15 on the shot clock here. Evans up top, ripped down low, and that's going to go wide and off the top.
There it is again. Yeah, off the top there.
So it will be Chiefs ball. Austin Stotts will pick it up here. Stotts twisting around. He's got some room. Takes a shot, but it's going to be the Lakers that get possession here. .56 to go here in the third. The clock not moving, actually. As play continues, the game clock is not rolling at this point.
10:55 for a while here.
It has been.
10:56.
There's a shot off the shoulder, and that one's going to go up high. Still just under. No, see, our clock is going. It's the clock inside the arena that is not moving. There's a shot right up. Scooped up by Jamieson.
Six Nations bench hasn't seen it yet.
The Six Nations bench does not see that it's been 10:56 for an eternity. It's actually 10:23 left to go in the third period. And now the game clock goes ahead as that one's going to go wide. The ball rolls all the way back.
And the guys in the truck are feverishly trying to fix the clock to match the game clock now that nobody knows about on the floor. I didn't even think the fans were paying attention because of the lacrosse going on right now.
Cody Jamieson, how about that? What a goal! Cody Jamieson, what a goal! Inside, outside.
Oh, man. Turn back the clock. Cody Jamieson with some jammer time up the middle. And Cody Jamieson makes it 13-7, Six Nations Chiefs. I loved it. Wow, what a play.
That is an MVP count.
Yes.
And just
just pay the price.
Give credit to Durston there, too. He shoved a man out of the way. He cleared the rest of the way for Cody Jamieson to go inside there.
And again, Jordan Durston is one of these guys. He hasn't got on the score sheet in the goals department, but he's done a lot of things right. Like we said in the second period, in that transition, he had that bounce pass, and then in the first period, he had that defensive play to kind of cut Ogilvy off on the fast break, and he did a little bit of everything here as the goaltenders are having a drink here.
There's a bit of a discussion on the floor. I don't know if it has to do with the game clock. It looks like Heason and Wilson were just, having a bit of a chuckle there, but the game clock will stay at 10:30.
But that was huge, and again, Jordan Durston doing a lot. He may not be scoring goals for the Chiefs, but he's doing a lot of little things, and that was another example of that. And just setting picks. You know what I mean? You're a cog in the wheel.
To win a championship, you need all of your character guys going and making the plays that they need to make. So Cody Jamieson on the board here in the third period. 13-7 Chiefs. Austin Stotts over for Harris. Thompson back for Austin Stotts. Stotts takes a shot, scores! Austin Stotts, and it's 14-7.
Austin Stotts, we haven't heard much from him tonight. Of course, the Lakers keeping him at bay, but from way outside, Austin Stotts burns that one by Matt Vince. We've got ourselves a 14-7 game with just under 10 to go here in the third period as we look here at the replay. And just a nice seal. Fennell, again.
Good play by Fennell.
And again, Fennell with the pick, giving Austin Stotts the space he needs to just wind up and fire that one home. And we're at 14-7 here. The way the scorekeepers are going tonight, they might give Eric Fennell the goal.
I'd like to get my hands on what the score sheet looks like on a time-by-time basis, but unfortunately with the way the internet is, with the amount of people in this building tonight, we haven't been able to actually keep track of who's scoring and when.
Well, you know what? It's one of those problems that you have a steel barn like this, and it's a great arena, and that's one of the beauties and the charm of the ILA. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have a full building and no internet than have internet and nobody watching this one live. And there are 2,000 people here, and they're enjoying this one.
First world problems, as they say.
That's for sure.
Here's Durston. Up top, takes a shot right in on Vince. He makes the save.
And of course, with no Wi-Fi, no problem for our friends here at RogersTV doing a crack job here producing this one for us, for everybody on TV and online around the world. Thanks for joining us.
Tony passes it up. We still got a lot of lacrosse left. Held up there, take to Tony. Inside.
There's a pick.
Up. Great pick. And now an opportunity in alone. He's got a man in behind him. Takes a shot and a big shoulder save. Joey Cupido. It seems like he's getting a breakaway every period.
He's one of those guys. He's such a smart player. But that shows how smart he is. He read that play, got the pick, and all the way down. He's got that speed that's just fantastic. And again, we were talking about how he's the first one down in the offensive end, the first one back in the defensive end.
Shot right off the shoulder of Jamieson, picked up here by Catoni. A penalty coming here against the Chiefs. 6 men on here for the Lakers. Mark Matthews, the green gloves, has it now. Over for Recitariats. Tried the one-timer. Now on the short side. Matisse, that was going to be scooped up by Bell, and the whistle goes, a cross-check.
And Mark, the Chiefs, one thing I've noticed defensively that they've really honed in on tonight, especially something they didn't do in the last 2 games. They're really cutting off those lanes. They're doing a great job getting in the way of the passes and not allowing the Peterborough Lakers to go east-west. They've been able to a couple of times, but they're doing a really good job of just blocking those passes and not making those passes possible.
So that is Brendan Bomberry sitting in there, and Billy D. Smith also going into the box. So a 2-minute 5-on-3 upcoming here for the Lakers. I'm not too sure what Billy D was getting called for, but nonetheless, he is sitting in for 2 or less. So an illegal cross-check. There's a shot, bounces off the Chiefs player. Stays in play. So it's going to be a bench minor.
That's a great steal by Dougie Jamieson.
Yeah, Dougie Jamieson doing it again. So a bench minor charged to the Lakers. That is why Billy D is in the box. So a 5-on-3 once again here, and Thompson holds onto the ball here for the Chiefs.
I know with 7 minutes to go here, Mark, one thing the Chiefs really need to hone in on, and again, it happened in the last game in Peterborough. You don't want your opponent to get that edge and get that momentum heading into the next game. The Chiefs really have to keep on going forward and not worry about what's going on the scoreboard. Just keep on pressing here.
2-on-1 developing here. Bell, the lone man back for the Chiefs. Resitarians finds his way through, and another save by Dougie Jamieson.
It's just a great play by Resitarians. He just reads the play so well.
And that's going to be grabbed up here by the Lakers. Stutter step. Bouncer back here. Thomas Hogarth, number 19. Bounce back here for Resitarians. Resitarians for Hogarth. Back to Resitarians. Inside. Hogarth scores! Thomas Hogarth with a power play goal, and it's 14-8.
Great two-man play by Joey Resitarians and Thomas Hogarth there. That was just a beautiful passing play, finished and beats Dougie Jamieson. Jamieson's been really doing a great job sealing the post, sealing the short side, but you can't stop that. That's a shooter's goal right there. Goal scorer's goal. That's a great shot by Hogarth. And again, all started from Resitarians. And those guys have been phenomenal throughout the playoffs, and that's just another great example of two world-class players.
So still a man in the box for 24 more seconds. Grabbed up here by the Chiefs, and it looks like they're going to be able to kill this one off. Logan one hops it here for Austin Stotts. Short-handed. Stotts draws the defender his way on the near side. Stotts still trying to get around him. And he's going to be more content to just find the outlet over as Billy D goes back to the bench, and we are back to 5 aside. Although there's only 3 men on the floor here for the Chiefs in the offensive zone, there are 2 men back. So 5.5 to go here in the third period. The Chiefs 14, the Lakers 8.
Oh, Lyle Thompson's feet, just the way he moves his feet. Speaking of footwork,
there's
great
the beautiful footwork.
Footwork by Sean Evans, just going side to side. Love the athleticism.
And behind the goal, Evans rips, and that one is blocked in front by Kellen LeClaire. And the whistle's going to go. Evans in the middle of this one with 2 Chiefs.
And then there's LeClaire there. He just put his palm up and he was like, all right, that's enough, boys. That's it. That's it. That's a veteran move by Liam LeClaire. He knew that there was a mix-up here, and he didn't want it to escalate. He was just saying, all right, let's go look at the scoreboard here. Look at how much time left. There's another day here. Now it looks like Sean Evans going to the box here on that one. But again, calm heads. And again, we talked about it a lot throughout the season, throughout the playoff here. When the Six Nations Chiefs are on, they're a disciplined Six Nations Chiefs squad. And this Six Nations Chiefs squad tonight, very disciplined. And that was a great example of that, Mark.
5:05 left in regulation. We're going to see the
And here we go, yeah. And again, for those not in the area, Haldeman, Norfolk, Six Nations, big demolition derby area. Lots of fairs go on in the fall, and so we make the reference here. And again, there's LeClaire. He was like, "That's it. I'm not taking the extra shot here."
Cody Jamieson up top for Randy Stotts, backhander.
Nice pick.
Yeah, great pick right in front of the goal. But an intercept here. Austin Stotts looks, Fakes a couple of shots, and he takes a hack, and that's going to draw a penalty, and a big hack by Fennell, knocking his man down. Fennell's going to go to the box here.
Not sure if that shot was necessary by Austin Stotts. That's the second or third time he's wasted a shot like that.
Fennell is indicating that Hogarth dived on that play.
Oh, man. I don't know where.
Or rather, that is number 18, Robert Hope.
I don't know where. And Robert Hope's taken a beating in this series so far. Here it is again. So there's the fake, but here's the shot by Stotts. Who didn't like it. Did that hit him in the head?
No, they got him in the back.
They got him in the back.
Yeah, maybe we can get another look at that replay. There is Hope still on the ground there, getting checked by the trainer.
Austin Stotts seeing top corner on Matt Vince, and Robert Hope got in the way. Here it is again. Here's the shot. Here's the fake. You got to give these defenders, and of course Austin Stotts not liking that one bit. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't the shot by Austin Stotts. It was the hit by Fennell. Of course, Austin Stotts looking top corner on that shot on Vince, just off the mark, and the cross check on Robert Hope.
So Hope is in the penalty box there, so he's going to take the slashing call on Austin Stotts. So it is going to be a 5-minute major. No penalty call against the Chiefs. Shot, and that one's going to go wide.
Peterborough fans are going to be on Twitter not liking that one.
No, not at all. Not a man to be seen in the penalty box for the Chiefs.
And of course, we can't be on Twitter because we can't get it right now with the crowd here.
And things again slowing way down here. That shot clock just winding right down, and they're just going to try and kill off some time. And this is a good strategy by the Chiefs. The clock is their friend. With a 2-man advantage. The game clock is less than the penalty clock, so they essentially could run this down on a power play if they wanted to. Again, a 6-goal game. The Chiefs, again, looking to hold on and force a game 6. Again, game 6, unless the miraculous happens here and Peterborough catches up, will be Sunday in Peterborough. It's a 7 o'clock start. Stotts, pass over, shot, scores. And the Chiefs extend their lead here on the power play, and that is Vaughn Harris.
And again, Mark, that's what happens when you're stretching the floor like that. And the Chiefs are not only trying to kill the clock, they're also trying to get a shot off in that time, and that's just a perfect example of that. They're stretching the floor, they get the long north-south pass, and of course Austin Stotts and Vaughn Harris with a beautiful passing play, and put that one by Matt Vince tonight to make it a 15-8 score with 3:15 left. Almost looks like it's academic here, my friend.
I think so. I think there's going to be a road trip on Sunday for the Six Nations Chiefs to try and force a 7th and deciding game. And a big intercept there by Bonberry. And he'll just bounce past that to Eric Fennell with 3 minutes to go. About 3 minutes, about a minute rather, the difference between the game clock and the penalty clock. Cody Jamieson, they're moving the ball around. Austin Stotts with a shot down low, stopped by Vince.
There goes Vince.
Well, Vince
yelled over at the bench to see if he wanted the extra attacker there, but no.
No, Matthews with a shot down low, stopped by Jamieson, and now the Chiefs will go back the other way. Dalton Silver. Fennell is deep in the zone. He's just going to leave that there for Jordan Durston. Here's Fennell.
And again, with time winding down, we might as well thank again our the crack staff here at Rogers TV for bringing us these games on cable, online as well. Of course, our friends at Your TV Peterborough, Your TV Northumberland for doing the same thing. It's been a fantastic relationship with Major Series Lacrosse this season. We can't thank them enough, and we can't thank the fans for tuning in. Of course, we know we've got lots of people. We have got elders in this community watching the game, and we thank them for watching. And that's what this is all about, is allowing the elders to be able to watch the games and watching people around the world to watch the game. Of course, our buddy Steve Pepper down in Western New York, we'll give him a shout out.
Again, the stick there, and you can hear the fans. Under 90 seconds to go here in regulation, and the Chiefs just winding things down here on a Friday night. LeClaire on the near side, a bouncer over to Cody Jamieson. Jamieson up top takes a shot. Vince makes the save, and it's going to be picked up here by Mitch Ogilvie. And the pushing and shoving does continue. Bomberry keeping his man outside the perimeter. And Bell will pick it up here. 43 to go. The fans starting to get loud here in the ILA as they realize that their Chiefs are still in the running for the Mann Cup. Jerry Stotts holds on to it, sends it up top. 7 on the shot clock. And that one's going to be knocked in deep, and it'll be picked up here by Paul Dawson.
September 9th doesn't seem